Super Mario Galaxy 1 plus 2 is almost here, and you might still be asking yourself, should I be buying this game? I keep seeing things all over the internet that's like, yes, no, you should boycott it so Nintendo doesn't do this ever again. But there really isn't a perfect answer for you. Just think about what you're going to be using these games for. Do you want the extra high resolution? Do you want to take it anywhere you want? May this be your first time playing the game, or your 8th time playing the game and you want to revisit some of those fond memories. Now this is the best that 3D Mario has ever been. These games truly are special, truly are spectacular, and they really take the idea and put it into submission. Now, honestly, these games have a pretty big update when you look at it. Now, the original games on the Wii were running at 480p, which is a big difference compared to what we have now. But 3D All-Stars is a little bit of an issue, but luckily you can get yourself the game Super Mario Galaxy 2 on the eShop for pretty much half the price. So if you want to, you can do that. But also, what are you going to be using these games for? Do you want the higher resolution? 4K 60 is something that you will be able to run on the Nintendo Switch 2 using dock mode, which is pretty good. It's going to look really nice if that's what you're searching. But are you searching for a more portable way to play these games? Because I tell you that the Nintendo Switch 1 and the Nintendo Switch 2 got you covered with that. But it just depends. Are you going to be playing it on Nintendo Switch 1 at 720p or Nintendo Switch 2 at 1080p? No matter what you choose, no matter which way you want to play these games, you're probably going to have a blast. Are you going to be playing it in the backyard on a trampoline, just having a great day in the sun outside with your Nintendo Switch? Or are you going to be out in the lake, playing your Nintendo Switch? Because why not? This is something that you can do with Super Mario Galaxy 1 plus 2. Now, although you could have done this with 3D All-Stars, but still, you get both games, high resolution, textures that have actually been updated compared to 3D All-Stars has just been upscaled, not actually updated, make some more reworks and all of that stuff. But also, you're going to be seeing extra stories, so if you're a big fan of reading Rosalina's storybook, well, guess what? You can do that as well. There's going to be a whole brand new page for Galaxy 1, and there's also going to be a brand new book for Galaxy 2, which is going to be really creative to see what's going on in Rosalina's story. You also get the assist mode if that's something that you're interested in. You want to make the game a little bit more easy for you, so once you fall off the platform, you'll just get bounced right back up instead of a game over, which has happened a lot to me playing Mario Galaxy. So this would be a really good thing. Or are you a big fan of the Mario Galaxy music? Does it help you with working, or does it help you with something? Maybe you're using it as a music player, because hey, no one's judging here, because Mario Galaxy music definitely is something truly special. No matter how you play these games, no matter how you decide if these games are worth it to you, this is why Super Mario Galaxy is a vast thing. You might say, you know what? It's not worth it for me. Okay, that's completely fine. That's completely fine. That's completely your opinion. You might say, okay, it's worth it for me. I'm willing to get these games. Well then, hey, I hope you have a fantastic time. I'm not here to say you should buy it, you shouldn't buy it. Because at the end of the day, it's completely your opinion. What should I buy and what should I not buy? But overall, everything about these games so far look really phenomenal. Even on the Nintendo Switch 1, because all the gameplay that we've got so far is on Switch 1. Compared to today, some people are testing it out because Nintendo has sent them codes, which gameplay in the background is actually from Nintendo Life. You can see that some of the UIs are a little bit different. They're a little bit tweaked. They're a little bit smaller. They're a little bit tweaked, so it makes a nice appearance on the screen. And if you're a big fan of using amiibos, this is something that you'll also be able to do. Tapping a Mario amiibo, it doesn't have to be the brand new Mario amiibo, but it would be pretty cool once it releases 6 months. You'll be able to get a 1-up mushroom. And if you use any kind of Rosalina amiibo, may that be Super Smash Bros. Or Mario Party, you can use that as well, and it'll give you a extra lives. So pretty much instead of getting 3, you'll get 6 lives. And this is pretty much what putting it on assist mode also does. So standing still will regain your HP. So not only if you fall off the map, you won't get a game over, but just standing still will regain that HP. So it just makes the game a little bit easier. I wouldn't say that it makes it super easy, because honestly, Mario Galaxy is pretty tough game, because sometimes you might be flipped upside down and learning the controls. But inside the new version, that might still be an issue if you encounter something like that. So in the original game, you might remember that if you get flipped upside down and you do a whole bunch of weird things, your control might start to flicker out. You have to let go of the stick completely, and then it'll balance out what you were actually doing. So that is still going to be inside of these games. And in the terms of mouse controls, no mouse controls, I haven't heard so far. I originally thought that they would add mouse controls because that makes the most sense, but we've only seen Nintendo say player 2 will use mouse controls, so it'll be easier for player 2 to aim and hit stars. So maybe that's the thing. But overall, I'm still saying that we will be seeing some mouse controls. But at the end of the day, it's completely up to you. All this game is just for the fans that want to see these games return, have never played them, or just, you know, had a great time years back. And it's been 15 years since these games, so it's about time to see them return. 3D All-Stars doesn't count. I hear 3D All-Star, it doesn't count, because trying to buy that game in 2025 is like $200. Why are you spending $200 on that game when you were complaining? Oh, I'm not talking about like people are like, oh, I don't know if I should get it, but like, if you were complaining about this price tag, why are you going to get the 3D All-Stars? Which, by the way, all of those games are going to be coming to Nintendo Switch 2 soon. If not, we already got them. So Mario Galaxy is here, and also Mario 64 is also there. So then we're just really missing Mario Sunshine, and Mario Sunshine is probably going to be coming to Nintendo Switch 2 soon on the GameCube application. So overall, you got all your games that you want, unless you're on Nintendo Switch 1, but you got all the games. So like, you know, you got 3D All-Stars, and 3D All-Stars, by the way, doesn't look as good as 1+2 because of the textures redone and all of that stuff. So overall, at the end of the day, it's completely your opinion if you're going to be buying these games. But for me, I would say, hey, it's completely worth it, because you can take Mario Galaxy 2 anywhere you want. Something that hasn't necessarily been able to do legally before. And now that it's on Switch 2, you have all your Switch 2 games. You have all Nintendo games as a whole just in the palm of your hands, being able to take that anywhere you want. Which is like the best thing ever, because I use TVs depending on what game I'm playing, but usually I like just the comfort of playing in handheld mode. May that be just lying down in bed playing Nintendo Switch, or may that be you're on the voyage somewhere and you can bring these games anywhere you want, which is really cool. It's just the best thing ever. So what are you going to be doing? Are you going to be getting Super Mario Galaxy 1+2, or are you just going to be skipping out on it? That's completely fine if you decide to skip out on it. Of course, you will be able to just head over to a used game store, get yourself a Wii, play those games. If you already have those games, well, there you go. But overall, hope you have a fantastic time with Super Mario Galaxy 1+2. I bet I'm going to have a great time. I bet you're going to have a great time. If it's your first time playing, these games are gems. They're hidden gems. Probably not hidden. Everyone knows that these are the best 3D Mario games, am I right? Everyone knows. I mean, Odyssey is a pretty close contender. They're pretty close, but this is peak Mario right here. So, join peak Mario, see everything that you've missed throughout the older days, and have a great time. That being said, hope you have a fun time. See you in the next one. Yeah, fun time. Super Mario Galaxy. And also listen to some music. You like that too.